No sugarcoating algorithms now dominate our world. What was once a topic reserved for science fiction movies has become a basic part of our everyday existence. In this era, artificial intelligence can handle more of your tasks like academic assignments, crafting poetry, streamlining business operations, and even completing meal orders. What was once considered impossible is now becoming increasingly achievable, and that's the creation of art. Text-to-image models have been getting better and better, and OpenAI is no exception. And now, OpenAI just unveiled DALL-E 3, which is the third version of its cool text-to-picture model. DALL-E 3 comes with some big improvements compared to the earlier versions, and it now works smoothly with ChatGPT. DALL-E 3 is currently in a research preview stage, and starting in October, it will become accessible to ChatGPT Plus and enterprise users through the API. One thing that makes DALL-E 3 really impressive is that it's better at figuring out what users want, especially when they give long and detailed instructions. According to the website, DALL-E 3 understands significantly more nuance and detail than our previous systems, allowing you to easily translate your ideas into exceptionally accurate images. One of the criticisms leveled at previous versions of DALL-E is their inability to effectively follow long and intricate instructions. Consequently, the outputs often contained errors or lacked the finer details. In response to this, OpenAI has introduced DALL-E 3, which they assert possesses a superior capacity for comprehending lengthy and complex prompts, resulting in improved output quality. Modern text-to-image systems have a tendency to ignore words or descriptions, forcing users to learn prompt engineering. DALL-E 3 represents a leap forward in our ability to generate images that exactly adhere to the text you provide. Evidently, DALL-E 3 possesses the ability to recognize even the most minute details. In contrast to previous versions and other text-to-image models, users no longer need to master prompt engineering to ensure high-quality results. DALL-E excels in comprehending human language and effortlessly transforming it into art. Let's take this as an example. An illustration of an avocado sitting in a therapist's chair saying, "I just feel so empty inside," with a pit-sized hole in the center. The therapist, a spoon, scribbles notes. DALL-E 3 successfully generated output that precisely matched the provided instructions, including the specific request to convey the sentiment, "I just feel so empty inside." Now let us look at DALL-E 2's performance for much longer and much more complicated instructions in this example. A 2D animation of a folk music band composed of anthropomorphic autumn leaves, each playing traditional bluegrass instruments amidst a rustic forest setting, dappled wire the soft light of a harvest moon. As you can tell, it follows all the important instructions and even gets the small things right. The shadows are in the right spots, and even tiny details like the fingers of the leaf singers are accurate. OpenAI also boasts that, even with the same prompt, DALL-E 3 delivers significant improvements over DALL-E 2. Here is a comparison of DALL-E 2 and DALL-E 3's art given the same prompt: an expressive oil painting of a basketball player dunking, depicted as an explosion of a nebula. Obviously, the results from DALL-E 3 are noticeably better and more vibrant. The colors are top-notch, the figures match the instructions, and DALL-E 3's version is undoubtedly a superior oil painting rendition. Now, how does DALL-E 3 work with ChatGPT? When you share an idea with ChatGPT, it can create custom and detailed instructions for DALL-E 3 to visualize that idea. If you get an image that's almost perfect but needs a little adjustment, you can simply ask ChatGPT to make those changes with just a few words. I can understand the excitement, especially for those whose work relies on creativity and artistic expression, even if they aren't naturally creative. Worry not, because DALL-E 3 will be ready for ChatGPT Plus and enterprise users in early October. Just like with DALL-E 2, any images you make using DALL-E 3 are entirely yours to use as you please. You don't need our permission to print, sell, or turn them into merchandise. OpenAI is also putting more premium on the safety of its users. As with earlier editions, OpenAI made sure that DALL-E 3 has restrictions in place to prevent it from generating violent, adult, or hateful materials. To avoid generating potentially harmful content, DALL-E 3 has implemented measures to refuse requests specifically asking for public figures by their names. OpenAI worked hard to enhance safety in critical areas such as the creation of images involving public figures and addressing any biases that could lead to visual over- or underrepresentation. We've collaborated closely with red teamers, who are experts in the field and rigorously evaluate the model, to guide our risk assessment and efforts to mitigate issues related to propaganda and misinformation. They are also developing a tool called a provenance classifier to help people know if a picture was created by DALL-E 3. This will help us understand how people use these pictures better. Though all the details have not been presented yet, more information coming soon. DALL-E 3 is also set it up so it won't create images mimicking the style of living artists upon request. Additionally, creators have the option to exclude their images from being used to train our upcoming image generation models. So, how does DALL-E 3 stack up against its competition? Let's take a brief look at some of the other top text-to-image models available in the market. The first is Midjourney. This AI art generator, operated through Discord, stands out for its remarkable capability to produce stunningly realistic images. The level of photorealistic accuracy it achieves is truly impressive, capturing intricate details and nuances. However, there are some drawbacks to consider. The interface of this platform may prove to be somewhat challenging to navigate, especially when compared to other AI art generators. Though it has a Discord community, however, some users find it intimidating and overwhelming, especially if you are a new user who just wants to make an assignment. That makes sense, right? Adobe Firefly, the next contender on our list, offers a blend of advantages and disadvantages for creative enthusiasts. On the positive side, Firefly boasts an extensive array of editing tools, delivering high-quality results to users. Its ability to generate diverse styles of text and color vectors adds a layer of versatility to creative projects. The generative fill tool within Firefly stands out as particularly impressive, facilitating innovative design processes. Moreover, the inclusion of Firefly as part of the Adobe Creative Cloud All Apps package is a significant advantage, providing users with seamless integration into the Adobe ecosystem. However, there are a couple of drawbacks to consider. The cost of an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription might be a potential hurdle for budget-conscious users, as it is required to access Firefly. Additionally, Firefly's AI is trained on a limited pool of images, which could impact its ability to produce a wide range of diverse and unique visuals. Stable Diffusion presents a blend of advantages and disadvantages. It excels in rapidly producing high-quality AI-generated images in various styles. For advanced users, the availability of open-source code is a notable benefit, enabling self-hosted usage if your computer meets the necessary hardware requirements. Additionally, there's a free trial option on the Dream Studio website for those interested in exploring its capabilities before committing. On the downside, setting up the open-source version can be challenging, demanding technical expertise. Moreover, it's essential to keep in mind that Stable Diffusion is not a free service. Users must purchase credits to continue using it, with $10 or £8, providing access to 1,000 credits, roughly equivalent to generating around 5,000 images. Yes, it's not free, and the subscription comes with limitations. If you rely on text-to-image AI regularly, these limited credits could be a concern. There's no use sugarcoating it. Algorithms have taken over the world. What started as the subject of popular science fiction films has now become essential to our daily lives. Now, AI has stepped into the realm of creating art. With OpenAI's DALL-E 3, the process of creating art has become more accessible to everyone, regardless of their artistic talents. DALL-E 3 will receive further updates after its launch. Make sure to subscribe to stay informed about any improvements to this text-to-image model and updates on how it compares with other models.